Okay, this demo is how to use Pixlr.com. It is a photo editing program that you'll use to create your advertisement remix. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Pixlr, Pixlr.com, and you're going to choose this Pixlr X up at the top, Pixlr X for Pixlr Express. Um, and you're going to get a blank window here. I already have a project in my window because I've already created something, but you're going to want to create a new one. So you just come over to the left-hand side and hit create new. And you're going to make this advertisement is going to be from the web. So you want to select this template that says web 720p. And you want to make sure you give it a title right away. So your title would be your name and then the name of the project. So add remix and then hit create. Okay, so you have a blank slate. The first thing you need to do, actually, before you even get to this step, you needed to pick an advertisement, have it approved by Miss Lisa, and then you're going to be importing that ad into Pixlr.com. So the way you import an advertisement is you've downloaded it onto your computer already. So you go to add image, this little icon that looks like a mountain down on the left-hand side, add image. You're going to click browse because you're going to get it from your downloads folder. And in this case, I actually already moved it from my downloads folder to my desktop. So I just select the ad. That's actually the remix version. There's an ad, and I think I'm going to use this one right here. I say open, and it's going to ask me, do I want to add the image as a layer to the current document or create a new project? I just want to add it as a new layer. That's how this program works. It works in layers. So say add to current, and there's your image. You're going to want to grab the corner of the image and resize it so that it's as large as it can be. Fills the screen. Okay, so that's how you resize it. So my image right now, it says the ultimate attraction, and it's a car ad for a BMW. And so I'm looking at this image and I'm seeing how sexist it is. It's treating this woman like an object. They've got this car over her face. And the man's kind of in a very dominating position. So I'm going to be doing my remix about the sexism that's happening in this ad. So the first thing I want to do is think about how I can change the tagline to be something more creative. So right now the tagline says the ultimate attraction. And so I'm going to flip this message and I'm going to remix it so it says the ultimate repulsion, meaning the ultimate disgust, right? So it's not attractive. This is disgusting. So I'm going to use my text tool. So I come over here to the text T, and I'm going to say add new text right here. And then this text box, you can write whatever you would like. So I'm going to write the word repulsion. And what you want to do is you want to make sure your design, your remix design, kind of blends in with the original ad. So right now that the text is too large, so I can scroll down and I can make it smaller right here. That looks like it's a good size. And if I resize this, I can pull the edges of this text box closer to get it to be small. And then when my arrow turns into a crosshair, when I'm hovering over the text box, I can just move it, right? So I'm going to move it right on top of the other text. And it's kind of hard to see because it's layered upon layer. So I'm going to give this text box a background. So if I scroll down here under the text box, I can hit background and then I can choose what I want. And I think I want the color to be, I can choose this like customary colors. I want it to be more like a red background, kind of symbolizing like fire or passion, okay, or like heat. So now I've got the ultimate, it looks like it's covered a little bit, the ultimate repulsion. And I'm going to also play on the fact that this is a car advertisement. So I'm going to say, I'm going to add another tagline. So I'm going to just go to my T again or say add new text. And I'm going to um, say, let's drive out images of, or let's drive sexism out of the media. Okay, and then it looks kind of bad right there because it's just like a lot of busyness going on. So you're going to find a place in your ad that's kind of got like a just like a solid background. So I'm going to move it up right above his head in this empty space right there. And again, I might decide to change the font to make it look a little bit more interesting. Um, Try to make it match with the your actual ad. So kind of like that. That looks kind of like speed racer-ish. So I'm going to do that. Let's drive sexism out of the media. And again, if you want, you can add a text background color to make it pop a little bit. So maybe I'm going to come down here, and the color I'm going to use would be let's see. I'm going to try to again, maybe I'll do the red sample. Make it kind of stand out the same. So there. So now I've got let's drive sexism out of the media. But we still have a problem of them being naked bodies here. So I'm going to go and play around with my filters. So there's all these different effects you can change. Your the different like layers, you can add some new effects to them, but you have to make sure that you select the right layer. So right now, and I have to select the image ad again, the image layer, in order to add an effect. Because if I select your text layer, that's adding an effect to your text, but you really want it to the image. So I click on that, then I go to effects, and I can like increase the saturation. I can make it kind of more like saturated, more yellow or more blue tones. But I think I'm going to add a filter instead. So I'm going to go to this filter button, and I think I want to use maybe a blur. So I'm going to increase this blur. See, like that. Okay, I don't know. That's kind of bad because it blurs everything. So I might go back to my filters or my effects. Adjust. I can adjust the temperature, the hue. I can turn it black and white. But I'm going to go back to filters. And maybe I want to do this posturize or right here, kind of like so that I can blur out a little bit of that background, right? And then we don't see so many naked bodies, right? So I think that looks good. You're going to take a lot more time to mess around with each item to make it exactly what you want it. But once you are good, here's Liquify is another one where you can actually kind of blur out a face. So like if we wanted to get this man out of here, we could just blur his image of his face like this and make it more abstract. So it's up to you, but you want to make sure that you keep the original intention of the ad, and then your remix is kind of meshes in with the original ad. Okay, so you're going to use these different tools: Liquify, filters, and effects, and then your text tool. Okay, and when you're done, all you're going to press is come down here. You're going to go save at the bottom of your screen and turn it into a JPEG. That's the form of a still image that you should use. And then say done. And what's going to happen is it's going to drop it into your downloads folder. So when you go to your downloads, it's going to be right there. And that's the final image that you're going to upload to Google Classroom along with the original ad. I want to see both of them so I can compare your original ad to the remix that you created. Okay, good luck. Have fun with it. And that's it.